This is our Forex blog for September 30th, 2014. We really haven't gone anywhere. I'm just focused 100% on trading and working on our automated systems. And as you can see, they're just absolutely totally kicking butt. Here's the last few days. Sell here, win, tiny loss, bigger win, pretty much 3-pip loss, win, win. This one goes along right here at 81, gets stopped out at 80, lost a pip or two, who cares? We got that pip back here when we got long at 83 and got out here for 20 pips, made money here, got long here, lost, maybe made 2 pips on that, short here. It just absolutely cleaned up. My new exit code is just working amazing. This is a counter trend system that once the market's down too much and goes up, down, typically it gets a good bounce here, so that's a small loss. We lost maybe 8 or 9 pips. We got it back here. We went long here to a little mini W pattern at the bottom. It's already down too much. And then we shorted here, made a few pips, and went long here. And that's it for the day. Here's the pound dollar. And I'll go back a few days. I'm not just cherry picking today. So you can see this trade right here, the loss. We got short right here, and we exited that trade right here. So we got most of that loss back. Then we went long here. We're up on the day, a few pips, short right here, made a little bit. We went long right here and lost. Got that loss back on this win right here. And then today it did very well. Nice big win. Huge win. We went short right here at 99 and got actually didn't get stopped out. We got out of this trade at 80, so it made 19 pips on that trade. And then once the momentum is shifting to the upside, we bought the pullback, and this is heavily Fibonacci based. It came down right close to the 50% retracement, went up, and then this trade right here is a very tiny loser. Shorted 18, out at 20. So I don't think most people are going to have a problem losing 2 or 3 pips and having 5 to 50 pip wins. Now, if you don't want to use our systems, which by the way are just a combination of over 800 different unique patterns, each of them having anywhere from 10 to 50 plus rules. I actually used to crank out 3 to 5 new patterns a day. Now I'm doing over 10 because I wrote a computer program that actually finds 20 to 25 of the rules for each pattern, and then I add a couple manual things that a computer can never do based on my own trading experience. But these are our currency indexes, which let you see visually what each individual currency is doing. These are just like the Dow Jones for stocks, S&P 500, NASDAQ. It lets you see what the dollar's doing, the euro's doing, the yen, the pound, and of course the other currencies, Swiss, CAD, Australian, and New Zealand. And when you see one currency strong and another one weak, you buy it. And when the weak currency is on top and the strong currency is on the bottom, you look for sells. It's that simple. And if you want to add to your probability, you can, use our systems. For instance, the dollar has a very strong weekly and monthly trend. The euro and the dollar are both underneath their hourly. The dollar is much more likely at this double bottom here to bounce. The euro's weak. You could look for a sell right here at 225 or anywhere underneath earlier in the day. And when our signals are giving you a sell on top of that, and if you don't want to take that trade, you can wait for this low to get broken, for instance, or the last swing low to get broken, which is pretty close to this. We just got in a little bit earlier. This is one of, like I said, over 800 different patterns I coded in, where the price went underneath the last 30 bar low slightly, went up, down, up. If it's going to bounce here, typically it does. The fact that it hovered near the low, it typically goes down, and that's exactly what it did here. Patterns tend to repeat themselves, and we use our statistical tools in combination with this. The euro's weak and the dollar's strong, both on a short-term and long-term trend. We take a chance on some of these things, and they pay off oftentimes. And when they don't, like you saw before, 3 to 5 pip losses, sometimes the maximum 8 to 10, and the wins are many times that. And in this case, the win is, and I'll use our fib tool just to gauge it, We got out of this trade right here. You can see 75 pips. See the number right here on the top as I move down at 35 pips, 40, 45. That's how many pips this is. We got out of this trade right here. We made 75 pips on that trade, minus the spread. Amazing trade. 75 pip win will get rid of, 35 2-pip losses and 7.5 10-pip losses. Very few of the losses are that big. You can see this one right here. We got long right here, got stopped out. We lost, I guess I was wrong before, 11 pips on that. So that one win, 75 pips, then you lose 11, and then you get your 11 back on this one where it's short right here, and it got out when it went long here. We made 28 pips. We got our 11 pips back, plus we have 17 more, and we made a few buying the low. And this is what oftentimes happens. The trade usually goes our way partially. 93, we're out at 89. So, we made a couple pips on this trade, even though it didn't really pan out. The market's down too much. But it had such a nice pullback. It's underneath, the little consolidation here. I measure everything. And we use Gann angles, Fibonacci retracements, fib targets, trend lines, trend line angles, everything. In fact, I'll just briefly show you what the chart looks like when I look at it, because I document every single pattern, and I know the trend line slope, I know where the trend lines are, I know where the swing levels are. As you can see, this move down was at a 59-degree angle. It came back up and went down here. That was a negative 55-degree angle. Once market's momentum starts to slow down, then I take a chance and use some of our buy patterns to try to buy the low and hope for a nice 20 to 50 pip counter trend move. But our tools are absolutely the best in the world, in my opinion, and I'm betting my future, my children's futures, my wife's future on automating trading this with incredible results. And that's why I haven't really done too many blog videos or posted much on Facebook lately, because I'm just having way too much fun trading and cranking out 10 new patterns every day. This is our future. We're always going to sell the software and lease it, and probably have deals with various Forex brokers where you can get it for a discounted price or even free, depending on your trading volume. But trading is our #1 goal, and as you can see, the 12 years experience I have trading for a living really pays off in teaching the computer to trade exactly like this. With over 800 patterns, and I used to do classes every day for over probably 5.5, 6 years, and the results, I had to dumb down my systems, and people still thought they were complicated. Most of these patterns, each one of the 800 plus patterns has 10 to sometimes over 50 different rules. People aren't going to be able to remember all those rules for just one pattern, let alone hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of patterns. It's just never going to happen. So that being the case, get our software, watch the currency index, do your own analysis, draw your own trend lines off of longer term charts, fib analysis, daily, weekly, monthly high lows, and all the other support resistance is also used in this. And just focus on the highest probability currencies, buy the strong ones versus the weak, and you should do very well.